Layers. Welcome back to another lesson of Adobe Illustrator Essential. In this lesson, we are going to be learning all about layers and what you can do with layers in Adobe Illustrator. Because layer is a very important factor, or let's say a very important part in Adobe Illustrator whenever you are working with graphics or whatever photo, object, okay? So let's just open up one of the preset from Adobe Illustrator and start working on it. Let's say I'm going to do is click on letter, and I'm going to do is wait for it to open up, and you can see that it has opened up. Now I'm going to be showing you a couple of things that will make you, or give you a better idea about what the layer is. So first off, I'm going to do is make a shape. I'm going to do is click on this star tool, and you can see that I have made up my star, right? I'm going to do is make a couple more stars. Just click on this ellipse tool. There we go. We have like a couple of these options over here, right? And you can see that there are 3 objects, but all of them are overlaying each other. Now, what if I say that I'm going to do is customize this one? Let's say I'm going to do is erase this one, but I don't want the star to be removed. But I'm going to do is use this eraser over here. And when I drag this over this part, you can see both of them are getting erased. Now, how do I stop it? Okay, or stop like it from happening. And if I want to erase this, you will see that the star has also been erased, right? And I want to stop that, okay? So I want to stop having that issue. So what I'm going to be doing is going to be using the eraser tool, or let's say using the layer tool. Now I'm going to do is click on this. I'm going to press on Ctrl Z. I'm going to do is click it over here, press on delete, and also I'm going to do is delete all of them. But first thing I'm going to do is keep this one star over here. I'm going to go off the layers. Now, one thing you can do over here is that you can apply new layers and also delete them whenever you want. Now, if you want to apply in a new layer, you can see this is going to be layer 1. Instead of that, I'm going to do is change it into star. Okay, hit on enter, and this is the one. And if I want to make it invisible, I can also make it invisible. You can see now I don't have any layer. Now I'm going to do is make another layer over here, or you can make a sub layer. I'm going to click on create new layer. This is going to be, I'm going to name it to be, let's say, circle. Now you can change the color if you want to. You can also keep it white if you want to. It's going to be up to you. Okay, but it's not going to change the color of the artboard, but it's going to be in something in such a way so that you can differentiate it. Okay, you can see the first one was blue and this one is red. Okay, this is kind of like labeling. Now I'm going to do is make sure to put a circle. There we go. We have our circle. You can see now this one is looking red, so it just helps us differentiate from which one is from which layer. Now, if I'm going to do is click on circle, I'm going to stay on circle, okay? And then I'm going to do is use this eraser tool. Then I'm going to do is select on this. I'm going to do is drag this part out, and you can see that only the circle now has been erased, not the star. But if I click on star and then erase it, and then it will be erased. So now you know a couple of advantages of using these layers. Now you can also do a couple more instead of just erasing or editing. Now let's say you are customizing something. You have a thing. Okay, let's say you have a photo on your, let's say Adobe Illustrator opened. Now you want to make a couple of edits on it. Now how to do that? Let me just show you advantage of using layers while you're editing your photo. I'm going to be doing is applying in a photo, click on open. I'm going to do is use the same photo which I have. I'm going to do is keep it right over here. Okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to do is, obviously take it in such a way. I'm going to do is select on this. Take it right over here. Then I'm going to do is apply it on that page. Then I'm going to do is wait for a while. You can see this is how it will look like. You can do is obviously drag it down. You can see the anchor points. This is how it will look like. I'm going to do is crop it up if possible. I'm going to do is click on this. Just edit this image. Crop the image first. And wait for a while until the crop option appears up. Reduce, take it right over here, and take it around over here. Okay, I'm done. Press on enter. There we go, we have it. I'm gonna just get back over here. Just take it right around over here. I'm gonna hold on a shift. And there we go. I'm gonna just zoom in a bit now. Just hold the corner and take it right around over here. I'm gonna do is right click on it again. I'm gonna do is, first off, I'm gonna do is crop this image again in such a way so that I can put it inside my box. I'm gonna take this down right over here. There we go. Hit on enter and we have it. Okay. So as we have it, now I'm going to do is going to be making in a couple of sub layers or maybe a couple of other layers so that I can customize it. I can also make duplicates of this specific layer if I want to. You can just click on the one which you want to duplicate it. You can just click on it. You can see the photo is on this one image. You can see it. And this is the sub layer. Okay. So it is showing me that inside of the main layer or primary layer, there's also a layer of image inside of it. You can right click on it. You can make duplicates out of it. Okay. You can collect it for, obviously you can also collect it. And you can also target any object to or select any object to from over here. When you click on them, you will basically see it will be selected. If you select on this, it will be the other layer has been selected. Now I'm going to just click on circle. Now instead of that, I'm going to be doing is going to be applying that circle over there. You can see the circle is now visible. Now I want that circle to be underneath this photo. So I'm going to do is drag it right underneath. And you can see it has been applied. I'm going to do is take it at the top. And you can see I have my circle over here. Just click on this. I'm going to do is make it a bit of different, maybe red. Okay. Now as I have red, what I can also do is fix in the transparency. Now how do I do that? First thing I have to do is right click on it. You can see the circle which is over here. And I can apply in a bit of effect. If you can't find transparency, what you can do is go off the windows and then find add transparency. Click on transparency. You can see it over here. What I'm going to do is fix in the opacity. So I'm going to click on this. You can see that there is this reddish type of color. Now you can also increase the size if you want to. But as I don't want any circle, now as I've put that circle inside of this, you can see now it is underneath. I'm going to just take this one at the top. You can see it over here. Now, as I said, I don't want, this. I'm going to do is make sure to use a rectangle. I'm going to do is find the intersect. I'm going to do is drag it right around over here. There we go. Now we have it, a bit of reddish type of vibe to our, photo, which you can see from over here. You can also fix that. Click on it. Click the opacity and decrease it a bit more so that we can see how it actually looks like. You can also make a mask if you want to. And you can see that it has been masked up with it. You can also invert the mask and you can also click on release. Okay. So you'll be able to do a lot of things with, layers and, stuffs. So in layers, another advantage is that you can make another sub layer. So you can click on this and another sub layer will be applied to the same layer. And you can also group specific, layers. Let's say I'm going to do is group all these together. So I'm going to do is press on Control, Shift, and then down. Select them, whichever one you want. You can see selected, press on Control G, and they will be grouped up. If they are not grouped up, just go on to type or maybe object and then group them up whenever you want. You can group up specific objects too whenever you want. And you can, let's say I'm going to use go off the image, and the image I want to rasterize it. But in another layer, I don't want it. So you can make another copy. Let's say I'm going to use press on this, Control C, Control V. You can see now there are two of these. What I'm going to do is press on delete. I'm going to do is take this over here. Do is add another layer. You can see it over here. Do is make sure this is inside. I'm going to do is put this one. And you can also make it invisible or visible. It's like totally up to you. So you'll be able to customize it up to your desire. And you can also paste them up whenever you need it. Okay. And you can also apply different effects. Let's say I'm going to do is on this layer of circle, which we have over here. Just first off, select that object. I'm going to go off the effect. I'm going to do is go off to maybe, let's say, effect gallery. You can see the red part, which is over here. And I want the red to be a bit, let's say like this, or maybe on a distort. Just make sure a bit of diffuse. or maybe a bit of angled. Okay, I'm gonna go off to this diffuse glow, press on OK, and when I apply it, you can see that there will be a bit of change on it. You can see the diffuse glow has been added, and this is basically how it looks like. You can also apply it directly on our photo so that it looks a lot more different than how it is. You can see the difference right now. If I press on Control Z, you'll see a lot like other difference over here. Okay, so use it up according to your need. You can also copy the specific, subject or whatever you'd have. Just click on this object over here. Just make another copy. I'm gonna just select on this. You can see it. This is the rectangle. We have basically two rectangles outside. So I'm gonna select this. And just take it on the second layer. You can do that too. You have two images right now. Now you can customize each one according to your need. Let's say I'm gonna just delete this, delete this. Now as I have two images, I'm gonna just take one at the top first. I'm gonna first off, on the top one, I'm gonna decrease the transparency. I'm gonna go off the windows again, go off the transparency. I'm gonna first off, make it a bit, let's say low. Now I'm gonna you can see if I, make it invisible, this is how it will look like. So I'm gonna make it like this. Now I'm gonna be doing is applying a bit of effect. I'm gonna go off to effect. Now let's say I want it a bit of blur. I'm gonna use radial blur. You can see how it looks like. I'm gonna fix the amount. Press on OK. And then I'm gonna wait for a while. And you can see that there's a blur effect, but I can also see the main one underneath it. So if I make it like this, this is how it will look like. And you can also apply in a couple of those rectangle or effect panel according to your need. So hope you understood everything about this lesson on how you'll be able to use layers. And then you can also delete layers. You can just click on them, click on any layer, press on delete, and that layer will be deleted whenever you want. Or you can just select any layer. Let's say I don't want this effect anymore. Just click on this delete and that layer has been deleted. And you can also name up your layers just like I did at the beginning. Just click on them or double click on it and then you'll be able to delete them. And another thing is that you can also apply an effects. Okay, you can also release, you can also locate object, and you can also collect any object for export. So hope you learned everything in this course of Adobe Illustrator Essential. If you didn't understand any parts, or if you have any confusion, or if you have any question, then feel free to ask me anything and I will help you to guide you through the whole process and learning about the essentials of Adobe Essential, or let's say Adobe Illustrator Essential.